good, Dunya. Very much. Good afternoon, everyone. You hear me?
Good afternoon, Mayor.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It's 5:43. Today is July 13, 2021. Welcome to our council chamber. I think it's our first live or in-person council meeting or CRA board meeting for the year 2021. I think last time we were here was in maybe February or March 2020. Long way. Thank God we are here this afternoon. Welcome our city council chamber. Welcome to the CRA board meeting. Madam Secretary, the meeting call to order, please.
Board Member Desilme. Board Member Estime Irvin.
Present.
Board Member Timothy. Chairman Bieneme.
Here.
Board Member Galvin.
Here.
Chairman, you have a quorum to proceed.
Thank you very much. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Now we're gonna move to the consent agenda.
Unless a member of the CRA Board wishes to remove a specific item from this portion of the agenda, tabs A through E constitute the consent agenda. These resolutions and items are self-explanatory and are not expected to require additional review or discussion. These items will be recorded as individually numbered resolutions adopted unanimously by the following motion: that the consent agenda comprised of tabs A through E be adopted.
Move approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Galvin to approve the consent agenda. The motion was seconded by Chairman Bieneme. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries with a 3-0.
Agenda item number 1.
Agenda item 1, resolution to approve contract renewal for Business Flair LLC. A resolution of the Chair and Board members of the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency authorizing the Executive Director and North Miami CRA Attorney to negotiate and finalize a first renewal to the consultant agreement with Business Flair LLC to provide P3 technical advisory services for a 1-year term and in an amount not to exceed $159,800. Authorizing the Executive Director to execute the first renewal with Business Flair LLC. Authorizing the Executive Director to take all action necessary to implement the terms of the first renewal and providing for an effective. Agenda item 1.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Good evening, Rasha Kamo, Executive Director. Before you is the renewal of the contract for Business Flair. I just wanted to mention one before Alberta goes in. Mr. Crowder, the principal, had a medical emergency yesterday, so he was not able to come today. However, his assistant here. It is your choice. You can continue the approval or you can table it till September.
Okay.
It's
Good.
renewing.
Okay.
Motion to table it.
Okay.
Second motion.
Right. Thank you very much.
I have a motion made by Board Member Estime Irvin to table agenda item 1. The motion was seconded by Board Member Galvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
Item number 2.
Agenda item 2, resolution to approve funding for North Miami trolleys. A resolution of the Chair and Board members of the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency authorizing the Executive Director and North Miami CRA Attorney to negotiate and finalize an interlocal agreement between the City of North Miami and the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency to allocate funding to the city for the purchase of 4 Freightliner MB 65 30-foot American Heritage Model trolleys for the NOMI Express program for an amount not to exceed $836,920. plus the cost to operate and maintain one trolley for 3 years in the amount of $636,480, thereby resulting in a total allocation of funds by the North Miami Community Redevelopment Agency in the amount of $1,473,400, authorizing the Executive Director to execute the interlocal agreement, authorizing the Executive Director to take all action necessary to implement the terms of the interlocal agreement, and providing for an effective date. Agenda item 2.
Thank you.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Before Mr. Destrade goes through the process, I wanted to say a few words. Will be replacing the Nomi Express. You currently have 4 shuttles. They only contain 16 passengers. This upgrade will allow for 24 passengers in each, which takes you up to 96 and 8 handicaps. It would allow for 32 extra seats. These are brand new trolleys. The CRA will be buying the trolleys, the cash for the city and the CRA, so the city can save on the interest payments that they would have had to make of about $148,000. In return, the city will repay the CRA the funds by paying for the maintenance and the operation of the CRA trolley through the balance. Now, for the first 3 years, as the Madam Secretary just mentioned, we will be paying for the operation and maintenance for the first 3 years, but after that, the city will be maintaining the CRA trolley operation and maintenance for it to pay us back for us advancing the cash to acquire the. We feel that it's a good investment, and it is also in our CRA plan. It speaks to exactly what we're supposed to do, which is to help support the Nomi Express, enhance in the trolleys for the downtown and within the CRA.
Thank you. And before we open it to the public, do you have any?
Yes, I just want to clarify. You said that the CRA will pay for the maintenance operating for the next 3 years?
For the one CRA
Just for the
trolley,
one,
just
okay,
the
just wanna
CRA
make
trolley at the beginning, and then after that, after the 3rd year, then the city will pick it up. This is for them to handle their cash management using transportation dollars, if I'm not mistaken, to cover that. So this is to help them prepare and budget for it accordingly.
And in our briefing, I did ask you if there were going to be Wi-Fi. You said there's going to be Wi-Fi.
Yes.
So, but I see that there's that extra.
It's included
50,000.
it's included in the cost of
It is
what we're
included.
presenting to you, yes. The
Okay.
Wi-Fi, the GPS, there will be a TV in the trolley that will show the city TV included in the cost
Okay.
of what they've presented to us. I made sure that I requested all the costs included at once, so we wouldn't have to go back.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Estrada is here if you have any questions.
Thank you very much. And do you have any? Oh, thank you. And I think that's a good investment for the CRA. The city is not going to spend any more money. They just use the same budget they have for the Nomi Express. They're going to keep it. This is going to be the same, the cost for maintenance and operation, those trolleys. And I think it will be good for the revitalization of the downtown. And now instead of having those buses, we're going to have those trolleys, very nice trolleys. And
And you gain
city
additional
and-
seats just with the 4 trolleys.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now let's open it to the public. Public hearing is open on item 1.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back
item
to
2.
Agenda item 2. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to City Hall. Thank you for attending this evening's regular council meeting. Public hearing will take place upon announcement by the chair of the meeting. And while we do not have the option to allow virtual public comment, individuals who wish to leave a comment were provided an opportunity to do so by submitting an email or leaving a voicemail in advance of the meeting. If you are present here today, please know that you will be provided an opportunity to speak during public hearing. Do not forget to state your full name and complete address for the record. And please remember that you will have up to 3 minutes to make your comment. Thank you in advance for your understanding and your feedback.
Thank you very much. Comment. Public hearing is open. One wishes on item 2. Come forward.
Chairman Baname, there were no previously submitted comments on this.
Thank you very much.
Just want to say that I am very much in favor of encouraging, can I take, Sarah McDevitt, 14490 Northeast 10th Avenue. It's been a little while since we've been here, so I'm out of practice. So I'm very much in favor of continuing to encourage alternative forms of transportation. Happy to have the trolleys. I am on one of the routes for the bus, and the size of the bus that we currently have is a bit low impact as it makes its way through the neighborhood. A little bit concerned that the larger trolleys might make it seem a bit more like we're on a transit route versus running through a community, but I trust that it's going to be us moving in the right direction and just encouraging people to get on the trolley and ride a little bit more. And then the one other thing I'll throw out there is hopefully as we continue to encourage public transit in our community, we take the time to regularly reassess the routes and make sure that we're serving the public as best we can with the routes that we have planned.
Thank you very much. And I think we should have a workshop about the routes, because public works, I think, is the one putting it together. But if you have a workshop about it, some residents may have some concern about the route. I think we do that. You
The
something good
transportation
for-
manager is here and he's taking note.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, may I add? If we're going to do a workshop while the council's on recess, I won't be there.
Oh no,
I've learned that if you don't take a recess, the recess doesn't mean anything.
Oh no, I'm talking about after the recess.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah. When the Charlie are here and people start seeing it, so we have the workshop so we can update our if it's possible, if it's necessary. Public hearing is now closed.
Move approval.
You have it
Second.
very much, and
I have a motion made by Board Member Galvin to approve Agenda Item 2. The motion was seconded by Board Member Estimate Irvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries with a 3-0 vote.
very much. Do you have any CRA attorney report?
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to say I'm very happy and thank God that we're all here today, together again, safe and meeting in person. You all, thank you.
Thank you very much. Executive Director's report. Any public comments? Okay. Business.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Galvin to adjourn, seconded by Board Member Estimate Irvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion
Thank-
carries with a 3-0 vote. It is 5:56 p.m.
Thank you very much.